Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's video, we're going to be looking at some Dragonheir, and hopefully, fingers crossed, guys, we can get some more of our legendary heroes. Now, at this point, we have only gotten one, so one single one that we have built, which is single target damage. Overall, she does incredibly well. You'll also notice that a lot of my heroes are starting to hit 100, which of course, the only one that we have at this point is Felicity. Very strong on bosses with that single target damage, but if she is not coupled or combined with any of the other wilders to trigger that wild ability, it doesn't seem as effective. Now, in addition, guys, we have Erich that we got for free. We also did get Driss for free, but I'm hoping summon-wise we can get some more. Now, of course, we are running Sigrid. This is probably one of the most game-changing heroes that we've seen within this game, with the healing reduction in so many game modes, and especially with the attack penalty to keep a Furbath alive is really the build, guys, that we've got. Now, you've also noticed that we're starting to get into our legendary gear. So we've actually gotten a couple pieces of legendary gear in here, and we've been going through and farming it up a little bit further as we continue making the progression. You can see we actually have our first piece right there of the new set, which is awesome. The ancestral protection, I believe that's the only one we have, which no, we actually have two. So you know what? I might go ahead and swap those out. Now for this, ultimately, it's kind of interesting that they want the 3-piece bonus is the one that we're looking to build out of here. But overall, these can go a lot higher. And that is really the big part, guys. So when we go ahead and we equip both of these, we are going to get that, even though we don't have the 3-piece. But when you refine these can go all the way to 20, where the regular ones, I believe, only go to 16, which means we're going to have a lot more stats, which here, crit rate, attack, accuracy, not the ideal build by any means, guys. But even looking in comparison to what we had, and I'll check it out in just a minute, because this one, even enlightenment attack, we're looking for defense. So we're looking for a lot of defense, which there we go. We have some defense, we have some HP, we have some resistance. So a little bit more of a build right there, but enlightenment, I'm not really too keen on the enlightenment. We don't really need it. But again, looking at all of our sets and looking kind of at what we were using, this is the one that we were using, which of course, crit rating, crit damage, had some HP, so 5,000 HP, but defense was significantly higher in comparison to the one that we have now. Other one might be a little bit better, probably significantly better just because of the defense. But even looking at some of the gear here is being able to, again, I've been trying to build everything with the defense. This one, again, has a considerable amount of defense. So we might have to swap some of these pieces to figure out exactly what we're going to use in this formation. I'm going to go through the gear in just a little bit, but I wanted to get into the summons. Now, of course, with Sigrid, we're kind of doing the same, guys. We built some of the pieces out here. Didn't have enough when it comes to the stronger sets, like the Platinum Knight, that we didn't have the ability to actually build these out a little bit further. So I'm hoping at this point, guys, that we can actually pick up. And again, we're pretty limited with the gear that we're wearing in here. Have to get some more gear, have to really make some progression. Let's see if we can do some summons, guys. Now, there are a lot of epic heroes that we're still looking for. There's actually quite a few rare heroes we're still looking for. And then, of course, this is the one that we chose. So we do have 5 of our Halite dice. Now, I don't know ultimately if this is the way that we should be doing the summons, guys, because you can see we only have 20 hours. So we'll do our 5 summon here. Hopefully, it is going to be something good, because, again, we've only seen one at this point, and it looks like it is just another epic. And it is a rare. Oh, no, that's just the wizard, which, oh, I think right there it was. Let's see. Is it a new? It is not, guys. That is one that we already had. So again, we can get another artifact. Now we're getting ready for season 2. Now this is something that is very unique to this game, but let's go ahead and do the rest of the summons in here. So switching from season to season, there we go. We got a new rare right here, which finally we got another hero. And Frost heroes, I need, guys. We are missing a lot of Frost heroes out of here. These are just all recycled. Few more in here, again, just all recycled. And this is what we're seeing. So the heroes themselves going into season 2 are going to carry over. So you're actually going to have the ability to carry over the heroes. And then you're going to be able to carry over some things within the game, but not all things when it comes to the new season. And of course, we started this game a little bit later. So I want to check out kind of the change over from season to season, because you'll note that most of them fully reserved. Now that is the part that talks about the Gate of Chaos, So 124 is going to go in. I believe that is going to be the seasonal reset, and this is going to be what goes into essentially the new season. Certain game content will be reserved. And again, looking here, your unlocked heroes, skill levels, and inspiration levels will be reserved, which is awesome because that means that the skills are not going to be reset, which is huge, guys. There's a lot of scrolls that we've accumulated. There's a lot of scrolls that we build up a lot of skills. Going to be cool to see that that is not going to be reset. However, all the heroes are going to level 1. Now, artifacts are all going to level 0, but the unlocked artifacts will be reserved. So we are still going to start the game with those artifacts, which is going to be very cool. Essence of creation obtained through the dice will be retained at a certain percentage. Regardless of whether it is, bonus essence of creation will be issued. So we're going to get some bonus to actually build up some of our artifacts. Now, this is the interesting one, guys. We have started getting a lot of these echoes at the beginning of new season based on the total amount acquired in the previous season. It will be settled as pure sand core according to the rules, and then a seasonal shopper will be there. Now, there are a couple things that we are keeping in their entirety, guys, which, of course, the sand cores we are keeping in their entirety. Fully reserved is anything that we purchased. That is right, guys. We are going to go ahead and reserve that. Now, view the list of reserved items. It really runs through everything that is going to be reserved and also shows like what is going to be reset and what you're going to use. Some of these unused, time reserved. Now looking, avatar frames are going to be reserved. Fully reserved is going to be the core. Now this is going to be huge, guys. Ability points obtained in the last season can be rearranged as the new season starts. So this, of course, we need a lot more to actually build this out. Now element affinity is going to be changed, which we know it's going to change. They're actually changing the lineup or the logic between it. And it is going to be combined with different elemental affinities to make a big difference. And then, of course, right there, the world exploration is going to be cleared, guys, which is going to be very interesting to see exactly what we do. So this is the reason why we've been summoning like mad, trying to get the heroes. That way we can actually carry over the heroes going into the next season. But like I said, some of the things like this, the core, we have been slowly building up this elemental affinity. You can see we have 4,000. Finally unlocked this third, or essentially this, fifth, sixth tier right here that we're starting to build up as we're moving through here, making a lot of progression through the content, also getting to the point where we can actually fight bosses for the events that are going on, because the events, guys, in this game are 100% an absolute priority. Now in here, Shadow Dungeon, we are almost complete with 2 days left, little less than 2 days, or a little less than 3 days left. Hard training, we are almost to 5,000. We're at 46. We'll be able to push this all the way to the 9, just like we did with the last hard training. This is imperative, guys, because you have to get these major elemental gems. That is the focus that you want. As much as I like the affinity solvent, building these out and making progression are huge. The Fortune Seeker, again, we're almost to the point where we have all of these cleared. This is going in conjunction with the hard training. That is going in conjunction with the Shadow Dungeon, which makes it really easy to push through a lot of the content. Now, Adventure Gatherer, guys, if you want to check it out, here is the invitation code that you can actually utilize. That way we can actually get a couple more stones in here if you hit level 25. Community is done. JLE check-in is done at this point, guys. We have 2 more and we will be completely done. Even the special supplies we've went through here, built out a lot of this. So I am super happy with the progression that we're making within this game, guys. Just have to continue the progression. Going through the Alliance has been working incredibly well. But in the exchange, in the artifact shop, the rare artifacts, we have them all. Which again, means going into season 2 that we are going to retain all of these artifacts. Even though they're going back to level 1, we are still going to have them. Now looking at the epic artifacts, we're going to have to see exactly which ones we want to build out here and which ones we want to retain. A lot of them, and we've been continuing to get more of these, defense and enlightenment. And it seems like a lot of these are built for very specific heroes. So again, we're going to have to look through on who exactly we have. Defense and HP, these are a lot of the crit. I know I've seen the Scarab a couple times for this defensive shield for 10 seconds when the HP is below 30, which again, HP defense, putting it on, of course, our tank, and then having the ability to shield would make a big difference. But we're going to have to see exactly which one we're looking at, guys. They have a 35% chance to gain enlightenment. So healing aspect in here, especially most of the healers are based on attack and most of the healers are based on enlightenment. That would be a pretty big bump to enlightenment. And I feel like some of these I'm going to have to go through and figure out. Some of them are kind of PvP orientated that we've seen. Some of them are very, very attack orientated, just like that one. But I'm going to have to see exactly which ones we're going to use in here. That way we can buff them up. That way we can retain them going into the next season. But all right, guys, so that'll do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.